We're going to begin this news hour with breaking news. 2 Israeli settlers have been shot dead on a main road in the town of Huwarra, south of Nablus, in the occupied West Bank. Israeli forces are said to be searching for the suspect. Sara Khairat has the latest for us from West Jerusalem. What more do we know about what's been happening, Sara?
Well, these are 2 Israeli Jewish settlers living in a settlement, and they were in their car on a highway when they were shot. They didn't die immediately, but they were critically injured, and they only died from their wounds later. Now, the Israeli forces say that they're still on the hunt for the person that carried it out, a Palestinian, believed to be a Palestinian. And this is in a settlement that's just south of Nablus, in the occupied West Bank. Now, Nablus, we know on Wednesday there were 11 Palestinians that were killed in a massive Israeli raid, including civilians, including a man that was over the age of 60 and a teenager. And that in itself caused widespread anger against, amongst Palestinians, with lots of shops closing as a result. Now, with this latest attack, checkpoints have been closed, and the Israeli authorities say that they're still looking for the person that carried it out. It's also worth noting that Hamas in Gaza has said that it's no surprise that this attack was carried out. This is a result of continued Israeli occupation and the step up in their raids.
It's also the latest incident, of course, in a succession of rising tension, weeks of rising tension that we've seen for quite a long time now. And the timing is significant because, of course, there is a meeting going on in Aqaba at the moment at which the Palestinian Authority and representatives of the Israeli government, plus representatives from the US and other governments, are trying to find some way of de-escalating all of this tension.
Yeah, absolutely. And this meeting is to try and calm those tensions that have been happening in the last few weeks, especially with this new right-wing Israeli government that's come in. There are US representatives as well as Egyptians that have tried to mediate since the last few weeks. Now, the Palestinian Authority, that they're looking at potentially giving them more security over the occupied territory, specifically looking at Nablus and Jenin, where there's been a lot of stepped up raids by the Israeli authorities, a lot more demolitions, and really 2 hotspots where there are many armed Palestinian men that Israel consistently says is the reason why these raids are happening. But we also have to look at the wider picture with this new ultra-nationalist, very right-wing government that's intent on increasing the number of settlements, approving 10,000 new homes in the occupied West Bank, that is increasing these raids, these demolitions. Just this year alone, in less than 2 months, you've had 65 Palestinians killed. And already that's just 1/3 of the number of Palestinians killed last year, which was an extremely tense year between the Israelis and Palestinians. A lot of this meeting specifically in Amman has angered Palestinians because they feel that the Palestinian Authority just isn't doing enough here, and there are concerns that by just moving security for them to be more fully in charge of those areas is not really getting down to the bottom of why these attacks are increasing, why there's a lot more tensions on the streets.
So obviously we're going to be coming back to you as we get more details about what's been going on, but for now, Sara Khairat in Jerusalem, thank you very much.